Hi guys and welcome to this channel. In this video, we will create a QR code generator website, fully customizable, so that you can customize the color, the size, and also add your own logo. Create here a file, for example, index.html. Exclamation mark to generate some basic stuff. Change the title, QR code generator website. First, we take care of the user interface. Open here a section, a header with h1, copy the title and give it here. Open another div here, an example image for the QR code, alt QR code generator. Give this an ID. QR code, and here open another section with h2, say customize your QR code. Here open a form, with action empty and ID QR code settings. QR code text, say enter your text, then here open an input, type text, ID QR code text, the same as the for the label. Then give it the name text. Background color, input type color, ID BG color, name also BG color. Control C, Control V. The text color, QR code width, QR code width and height. Type number, give it a default value, for example 256. Custom logo, your logo, input type file, ID custom logo, name also custom logo, copy this one, use Ctrl and D to select multiple texts, change this to logo width, so it is logo width and height. Let us say logo transparent, and input type checkboxes. ID is transparent and also the name is transparent. And by default it is checked. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Change this to logo background, logo PG, logo background, input type color. And a button to generate. ID, let us call it generate BTN, and the type should be submit because we are submitting a form. Here create a button for downloading or saving the QR code. So div another button, download, ID download BTN, and by default it is hidden. Let us bring the download button under the QR code. Provide also a text. Your QR code is ready to be downloaded. Let us see how it looks like without any CSS. I open it with live server. Open with live server. The live server is just an extension that you can go to your extension and then type here live server, and then you can install it. Now it looks like this without any CSS. So we style the user interface using the style element inside the head element. So style, the first one in this section, let's call it container. First take care of the body, margin 0, padding 0, font size 16 pixels. Background color should be a little bit darker than full white. Let us give it font family Verdana. Verdana Tahuma Arial. As you see now, it is much readable and it is much better. Dot container, position absolute, width 70%, right 15%, and left 15%. Let us give it box shadow 0, 2 pixels, 3 pixels. Give it top 15 pixels. Padding top and bottom 10 pixels, right and left 15 pixels, and see. Border radius 10 pixels. Let us change the body background to full white and the container background to something a little bit darker. So now it looks like this. Let us give a source for this image so that we see something. I added here a new image, paste QR code. Use ID selector to target the QR code. Display flex, online item center, and justify content center. Display flex, now you see here is a problem with position absolute. Change it to position relative. 40. So that here we have a space. Change it to 70. Width 100%. This should be text area actually. Height 30 pixels. And resize only vertical. And we gave also minimum height 30 pixel. Minimum height 30 pixels. Labels should be bold. Control C. Control V. Control V. Control V. The special style for input type number, width 100 pixels, and text align center. Control C, type checkbox, width and height 20 pixels. Here we should also provide a text. Let's say paragraph. Say if checked, the logo background color will not have any effect. .info background gold, color white, font style italic. Give it also some padding 5. Now let us style this in generate button. Here create a style for buttons, btn, padding top and bottom 10 pixels, right and left 20 pixels. Let us test it on this download button, btn. Background by default green. Outline none and also border none, but we gave it pocket shadow. Pocket shadow 0x 0y, but we gave it blur and spread. Give it also border radius 5 pixels. and also cursor pointer. Let us make the button also width, full width 100%. Font size 18 pixels. Download button. We gave the background to be blue. And the box shadow to be different. For the generate button, we also gave some margin. Margin top 10 pixels and margin bottom 20 pixels. Margin top 20 pixels, margin bottom 10 pixels. Now it looks a little bit better. Okay, the user interface is done. Let us now work on the JavaScript. Create here a new file, call it script.js. Import it here, script src script.js. Const QR code settings document dot get element by id. This is that one. We also need the QR code container. So QR code container, that is document dot get element by id. QR code. So that is this element. Here will come the generated QR code. Generate btn document dot get element by id. Generate btn. download btn. We are even listener to the QR code settings, which is the forum. QR code settings dot on submit. We run here an anonymous function. Here comes also the event dot prevent default. We get the forum data, new forum data. You have to pass here the forum. You can also use event.target and also the QR code settings. Let us test with the QR code settings. QR code settings, and the submitter is the button. So generate button. User inputs, for now empty object. Const key value of forum data. So here we programmatically get the user input. It comes as key value pairs. So the key is all the names. So this name is the key and the value is the value that the user gave, and then we assign that to this object. Before going further, we need to actually see the user input. Console.log user inputs. Let us give some default value for the inputs. The background color is by default white, and the text color is by default black. So no file, logo width and height is 70, and the logo background is transparent by default. So when it is checked, we do not use this. Background color is white, the file is empty, is transparent is on because it is checked. If you uncheck and click on generate, so no value for is transparent, logo background is black. So if you give no value, it is by default black. Very beautiful. For to generate the QR code, we use a library called Easy QR Code. Go to this URL, aquianus.com/easy.qrcode.main.js. Select all, Ctrl C, come here, create a new file, easyqrcode.js, and then paste it here. Save it and close it. Import the library here, scrape it, src easy QR code. const QR code, new QR code, and then here you have to pass the QR code container and the settings. So now this is the QR code container, and the settings. The settings is the option that we have to pass here, and you can pass all these options, and we bring some of them. The text is in the user input dot text. Let us store the setting in a separate variable. Settings. If you have the logo, you also want to use the logo width and the background, the logo transparency, and the logo background. Otherwise, we do not add this. If user input dot is going to be in the file name here, custom logo, Control C. If you have value for the file name, it means that there is a file. And then is logo width and logo height. And logo height is the same as logo width in our case, but you can change it. Remove it from the default settings. Color dark is the text color, so it is the text color or something, and color light is the background color. Quiet zoom, let us give it 10. It is just the space around the QR code. You can choose any color you like. For example, let us select it red just for test. Control X, Control V, and here we pass also the settings to see how it looks like. Here we should also clear the QR code container. Not inner HTML to nothing. And let us see. Generate, very nice. The white color and the background color should be the same. User input the background color. This time let's also choose a logo. For example, this one. Generate. The logo should be a URL. So URL dot create object URL from this file. Select again and generate. Now you see here the logo. It is transparent. If you uncheck the transparent, so logo background color, probably it is square now. Let us select another logo. Generate. Now you see that the background is red. If you select transparent and click, it is transparent. By default, the QR code on the logo is square. And if you upload a square image as logo, then you will not see the background color. Let's change the logo width and height to 170 instead of 70 and generate. And the logo width and height, let us change it to 512. Please like the video. Let's change the background and the width 512. No logo, transparent is okay. Now let us take care of the download button. Hidden display none. Now we are seeing the download button all the time, but we should only see it after when you click on generate button. Download button container. Download button container document dot query selector dot download button container, and here we display that. Download button container dot class list dot remove hidden. No download button. Click, you see the generated QR code and also the download button. And we have to add a listener to the download button. So download button dot on click, pass here an anonymous function. The generated QR code is a canvas. You can change it to table, you can change it to SVG, but by default it is canvas. document dot query selector QR code canvas. So QR code is the container and the canvas here. The data is to data URL, and the type we pass here image PNG, and the anchor element document dot create element a, anchor element dot href is the data, anchor element dot download is the new date, dot to local date string plus dot png, and then element dot click. We click to download it. Let us test. Give the video a thumbs up. The default settings, generate, and then download. And if you go to your download folder, and here is your QR code that you can share and use. That's it, guys. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and being around. Have great times and hopefully see you in the next video.